What's the deal, baby? It's your boy, Mr. C, the Trendsetter. Welcome to Trendsetter Television. This portion of the show is called Get Familiar. And today, I got a cool guest on that you might not know about too much. You're going to get familiar with him today, man. Introducing my homeboy, Big Boom. What's up with it, man?
What we do, C? What's good?
Trendsetting and whatnot, man. Pleasure having you on here, brother.
Thanks for having me, brother. Thank you.
All good, man. All right, right now what I want to do is just kind of introduce people to you that don't know about you, and that's obviously not from our area if they don't. But you know, just can you give them a rundown of the resume, man, of hits you've had and where you from and all that?
All right. Well, Big Boom and Two Throat is a group that I'm in that you may know about. But I started off early 90s in Eunice, Louisiana. I was born in Long Beach, California, but mom and dad split, so I ended up moving to Eunice, Louisiana.
Okay.
And, hip hop was already in me, but that's where it kind of started for me.
Right.
So I ended up migrating to Lafayette, hooking up with some people. A lot of people don't know that, but one of the first groups I was in was a group called Southern Assault with Bunny B, Doc Fresh. They know him as Big Swift. Y'all might not know Big Swift, but he's from Lafayette. People think he's from Houston, but did a lot of stuff on Fat Pat's first album, Ghetto Boys, a lot of stuff like that. But we started off in like 86, 88, battling each other. And in like the 90s, we started actually putting our own music out. Me and my homeboy, Lafayette from Eunice, Louisiana, formed a group called the Crash Crew. It ended up turning into Southern Assault. We hooked up with them. So for years, we just rocked and did our own thing, came out with a couple of records that hit the radio, local radio stations, and then I ended up becoming a manager of one of the biggest groups in Lafayette at the time, like 96, 97, Deep South Syndicate.
Okay.
That was something ready to make them swell. So I kind of took the rapport I had in the game, and just kind of fed them through my outlets, the people that I knew in Louisiana and Texas, and got their shit popping. And then from there, Bobby Kanye got with me and was like, man, you need to do your own album. So I ended up doing my first album, Big Boom and the Big Business Click, Paper Chase 2000.
Okay.
2000, a song on there was pretty big, called Mr. Player Hater, featuring Big Mo and Pimp C from UGK. It was on the movie in Houston called H-Town Underworld. A lot of people thought it was Pimp C's record, but it was my record and Pimp C was on it. So, that really kicked it off. And then I ended up taking a group called Young Hustlers under my wing. That's where Two Throat come from. And, Two Throat started off as just like a roadie for Deep South Syndicate and just hang around with me, a little young brother hanging around me. And I just gave him a shot. I was like, I see you trying to rap. I ain't gonna do you like everybody else do and get on and then put your own shit. You right here with me now and put the work in. That's dope. So we started doing our thing. And the first big record that we had was Big Fine Country Girl.
Right.
That record there might start, jogging a lot of people's memory.
Right.
That record jumped off, did pretty good. Got offered to be on the Hustle and Flow soundtrack. We turned it down because they was trying to play us. I recognize, if it ain't about no money, we in this shit for the money. So if it wasn't about no money, I wasn't messing with it. So we ended up coming back with a few more records. That's what that is. Take a picture of me. That might be the biggest record y'all know about. That somebody take a picture of me. A lot of people thought we was out of Baton Rouge, but it's homegrown right here in the 337.
Right. Hey, and while I got you on that subject, man, I got a question for you, bro. Would you you say that Lafayette has its own sound? I know different portions of Louisiana have different sounds. Would you say Lafayette has its own sound?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. We've always had our own sound, and a lot of people borrowed it, and that's common in hip hop. People hear something that they like and be influenced by it. But the bad part about us is like none of us never really got on for somebody else to use it and for us to see it as a compliment. It was always looked at as like somebody just bit our shit because none of us really got on that national level to reap the benefits of, what we created. And I mean, I could go on for days, giving you examples of like people who got our flow. Lafayette is exactly the exact mixture of crunk, up-tempo New Orleans beat and freestyle Houston type flow on that type tempo, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's what Lafayette music is. So a lot of people took that and ran with that, the Jeezys, the T.I.s, and I could show you some lyrics like some people were like really just directly grabbed from artists from our area, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, man. Well, I will say this, man. I moved here 17 years ago, man, and it was strictly to work on a radio station, Q95.5. And one of the only local records that we were playing at the time was Big Fine Country Girl. And I was like, man, who was this? Like when I first heard it. You know what I'm saying? So I was introduced to y'all through playing. And, like I said, at the time, that was one of the only local records that we were playing. Our program director wasn't playing too many local records at the time. So, that's, I know you're familiar with her. And so.
D-Rock, the notorious D-Rock.
Right.
Rock, man, she's still in the game. She's working anywhere.
I think she's doing some consulting somewhere. I'm not too familiar, man. Once she left here, I lost touch with her.
Yeah, where are you from originally?
I'm from Monroe. Originally, I'm from Monroe, Louisiana. Yeah, I moved. No, man, Monroe, and I moved here from Mississippi. I was in Mississippi for 4.5 years in Meridian, Mississippi, on the radio down there. Then I moved down here. Been here ever since, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's an addictive place, man. Once you get down here, it's real easy to stay around here.
Yeah, man. I moved down here, and I didn't have plans on staying here more than 2 years, bro. To be real with you, I thought I was gonna stay here for a couple of years, get another gig, and move on out. You know what I mean? But I mean, like I said, man, once you move here, it's addictive. You're gonna stay here. I done raised the whole family here, opened a business or two here, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for it.
The people here are good, man. The common people are good. You know what I'm saying? They big fans. It's a big customer market. Customer-based market. They'll show you love.
Right.
And they'll support you. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's real tribal, and and after the years went by, as the opportunities got even more scarce, it got even more vicious. So, like the nature, the tempo of the city right now, and the vibe of the city right now, is nothing like it was 17 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely. That's a big change from then, man. And that's one of the things I wanted to ask you about. Man, how was it? Like, I know you were here before me, so how important was radio in making a hit record back then?
Man, listen. For us, and when I say us, I'm talking about the music community. Mm-hmm. Rap music or R&B. For us to not be on the radio, when D-Rock took us off of the radio, that had to be like one of the biggest losses that this area ever took.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, I'm gonna break it down for you. It was so important for one of us to make it, at least to the mainstream. See, Cupid scratched the surface with Cupid Shuffle because Cupid is an R&B singer.
Right.
And kind of like an up-tempo song, and they want to try to make it seem like he's a rap artist or even an entourage. But that's line dance records. You know what I'm saying? We talking about this real rap. We talking about real song. It was so important for one of us to make it because, as you can see, you've been there 17 years. There's a culture here that the world needs to know about.
Absolutely.
And when she cut that line off, it disappeared, and that's what killed the whole industry itself. Because our dream was, boy, once I get on that radio, Baton Rouge is gonna play it, Houston gonna play it, because all the Baton Rouge and Houston and New Orleans artists would come here to get on.
Exactly.
To this day, they come here to get on.
Exactly.
Record labels will tell a Baton Rouge artist, we ain't fucking with you till you get Lafayette. But nobody from Lafayette ever got on, and that, like, she killed a nation. This chick D-Rock just don't know, bro. And I told Bebe this, Bebe's a good friend of mine. I know that's your guy.
Right.
Like, boom, some people don't make it in the game, and that's just what it is. And I was like, bro, it's deeper than that. She killed a nation of people. like this Creole shit. People don't understand when you say Louisiana, they automatically think Baton Rouge, New Orleans.
New Orleans,
This is not Baton Rouge and New Orleans, bro. The world needed to know about this Zydeco shit. The world needed to know, like, they use all our slangs. You know, if you think about, you know, like you heard me and all that, that's New Orleans. But like, say my boy and all that, people using that right now in Atlanta. Say my boy.
Right.
That's us.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like the world never got a taste of that. And it was important for us to be on the radio because Troy D, Dobie D, Benny V. If it was not for Dobie D, there would be no Boosie and Webby, bro. Boosie and Webby, and you look, and I don't give a damn about how anybody feel about this shit. You know me before the day, bro.
Right.
How I'm coming.
Yeah, I already know.
Boosie and Webby been in Baton Rouge.
Right.
Until Dobie started playing Swerve Right, Swerve Left, put us on that, they became stars.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody knew about no Lil Flip in Houston. He was in Houston, but until he got to Lafayette and Dobie started running that, man. It wouldn't be no rec shop, bro, if it wasn't for Troy D breaking these records out here, man. Houston artists had to have Lafayette, and I'm gonna break it down for you. See, they think we dumb, bro. We just move slow, but we ain't slow, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There would be no rap a lot if Scarface just had Houston when he dropped, or when the Ghetto Boys dropped My Mind playing tricks on. They had to have Lake Charles, Lafayette, Alexandria, Opelousas. You see, that's that secret little extra shit that they get when Baton Rouge artists get hot. They think it's just Baton Rouge that's supporting them. It's not.
No,
You got the whole nation, the 337 supporting y'all.
Bro, when Baton Rouge will come right down here and there'll be at work and Baton Rouge will come down here and be a big star, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Barely working in their city, but come here and sell out the Cajun.
Exactly.
So if that answers your question, how important that is and was to us, very vital, bro. And we were on the verge, man, like real talk. If D-Rock wouldn't have clipped us and knocked us off the air, Lafayette would have been maybe not like Atlanta or Houston. You couldn't have said that, but maybe like one of them sub-cities like how Vallejo had E40 and them come out. It was the Bay Area.
Right.
But they had a little section Vallejo.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, even Florida where you had the Miami rappers, but then you had the Jacksonville rappers that were doing
right.
that. We would have been there. And this day, man, like I would give 3 fingers off my right hand to find out who sent D-Rock down here to do that, bro. Because that was a hit. Real talk. That was a hit from the industry. I would like to know what industry big head strategically put her in position to come here and stop us. Because I say this, man, big 3-6 Mafia fan. Love them to death.
Right.
Man, 3-6 Mafia ain't never got played out here till D-Rock got here, man. And when she got him here, they bring, see what they don't understand is this. An artist could be rocking in Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, and they West Coast. Like all the West Coast rappers make it to Dallas and Houston.
Right.
But until the DJ from Lafayette plays it and crosses the bridge from the east, it don't get to Baton Rouge, then New Orleans, then Mississippi, Atlanta.
Right.
So Lafayette, that bridge, that network, right? So 3-6 Mafia only got to like Dallas, Lil Rock, maybe Austin, whatever. When D-Rock got here and played So Fly 55 times a day on the radio.
Yeah.
Real talk, I got video right now, bro, with Yo Gotti standing next to me. And I'm telling Yo Gotti, nah, I'm finna go on stage first, dog. We got you. He was rolling with us.
Right.
You hear me? She broke Yo Gotti. Yo, the
That's what I was about to say. I know Yo Gotti. I had to run around with him when we brought him down here for that concert, man.
I got a video with him, me, him, and Bun standing right here. Bun damn up. I know y'all finna kill it with that country girl. Like, yeah, nigga, check this shit out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Check this shit out. Hang around and check this shit. Yo Gotti was like, nigga, let us go on before you. Y'all finna kill it. Nah, nigga, you gotta let me go on first. Like,
right.
I wasn't on Yo Gotti and them niggas was cool. You know, we lost contact and shit, but she was breaking her Memphis people off. They moved us out the way to bring that wave in, and they don't think we seen that shit, dog. That's why it was so vicious on her, like she thought it was a game. Bitch, you really killed us.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, you came here and you thought it was politics, but you killed a nation, dog. It's like, and all these people around here that gave up on their dreams because the biggest artist in the game, Cupid, that's on some R&B shit, right?
Right.
Entourage is on some line dances. Them niggas could really rap, but they song that broke them
That
through
took them out here. Yeah.
a line dance song. But the biggest niggas with no record deal that's spitting some shit and is proving, running everything, Big Boom and Two Throw.
Facts.
And if them niggas can't get a record deal, what I'm fucking with this shit for?
Right.
There's a lot of people, bro. And it's like, right now, when you see me putting my money and investing into an artist, bro, I'm doing it for the legacy of the city, bro.
Yeah.
This shit don't even have to get no record deal or nothing, bro. It's just to let the world know, man, we still here. This shit exists, man, and maybe one of them gonna break through, bro. But it was strategic, and I really put it in God's hands. It really got to the point where, dog, I had to put it in God's hands. Because if I'd have ever caught this woman somewhere, I'd have pumped her gas for her, dog. If I'd have caught her at the gas station, I'd have pumped her gas. And I hope she see this. I hope she really see this. You know what I'm saying? I would have really pumped your gas for you, bro. But I put you in God's hands because you don't really know what you done. You know what I'm saying? You killed us.
Yeah.
You don't know, like my children gotta go through certain shit now because I didn't achieve what I felt I could achieve. Now maybe if it wasn't meant for me, it could have been somebody else.
Right.
You know, really, the point I'm making is you killed dreams, dog. That shit is way deeper than killing a man. You killed dreams, bro. So, you know, that's how serious that shit was to us, and she did that. And whoever son of fuck you, fuck your mom, fuck all of them. Whoever son D-Rock down here to do that,
man.
fuck, dog. I mean that shit, dog. Like, cause somebody son her down here to do it, bro. Like, and they did that. So if that answers the question, you know, that's how. And look, and you asking me that because you giving me a voice to say it, but you know, you was there. You felt the heat. You ain't had nothing to do with it, and you felt the heat, like, bro.
Yeah. And look, I used to tell her, I said, man, listen, I understand what you're saying, but I'm out here with these people. I came here and I was outside, bro. As soon as I got here, I endeared myself to the city, man. I was everywhere. Every time there was something going on, I was out there. So, you know, I'm telling her, I'm like, you know, I'm meeting these people, and you telling me that we can't play something that I know it's hot outside. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this.
It's a crazy situation to be in, brother.
Miss Fine Red never hit the radio.
Right. Yep.
And you play that song right now, dog. That bitch jumping.
Yep.
That fuck them all. I'ma get live click, bro. And Lil, AJ, and Young R, you play that right now, dog.
Right.
And these songs never hit the radio.
Man, it was definitely a wave at that time, man, that could have taken over. Had it had the exposure, I know people would have grasped onto it nationwide. I will say that, man. I will say that. And all right, so that's 17 years ago, right? I'm asking that now. What about right now? How effective do you think being on the radio is?
Right now, radio could only enhance what you do, your work. It's to the point now where you got to kind of have something going on, and then the radio just takes it to the next level. But still, what happened to us, it still handicaps you, because you think it is. Kevin Gates just came to the Cajun Dome, right? 2022. Kevin Gates dropped From My Head to My Toes Clean the exact same time we dropped Take a Picture. That's 2007. So it took him 15 years to build up that content, that value.
Cajun Dome,
Okay, so for him being on, all it takes, they're gonna always tell you all it takes is this. Mm-hmm. All you need to do is promote, go book the club yourself. Go get some commercials. It's not the same, bro. That momentum that built up. Boosie is hot now because he was hot in 07.
Right.
Any other artist, I'm gonna ask you this. Name 5 of them, new artists that are here that wasn't present back then. that's hot right now in the city, or hot in the country right now, from Baton Rouge, New Orleans, maybe even Houston, that wasn't active 15 years ago?
No, I can't.
Exactly. Because it takes that long.
I can. Young boy.
And I'm gonna name them for you. I told you 5, right?
Right.
Young boy, Fred O'Bane.
Right.
You can't name 5. I'm gonna give you 2. Come 5, 3 more.
Yeah.
You can't, bro, because it takes that long to build up that momentum to be able to enhance your game. So now social media is enhancing Boosie's work, what he's done. Right. It's enhancing Kevin Gates' work. It's enhancing, let's go to Atlanta, the 2 Chainz, all the shit he did with Ludacris and all, that was all a build up to get to that point.
Right.
Go and just say, okay, I'm gonna drop some shit today, make me a video. That may happen 1 out of fucking million shots.
Right.
But, so right now, you'd have to really just be blessed and tap into an audience that will support you, and then once you got that fan base, you can steady feed them with radio.
Right. So with that being said, man, I introduce my homeboy to the podcast right now. Two Throw, what it is, man?
What's up, man? You know, I'm moving late. I'm just getting at it. What's up? I'm with it.
Man, better late than never. What's up with it, bro?
Man, salute. I'm chilling. What's up, big boom? I see you, big bro. Hey, I see you, big homie. Appreciate for having me, man.
Man, it's all good, man. All right, we've been talking to Boom so far, man. I want to get your aspect on it, man. When did you get started rapping, bro?
Man, I got started rapping like about 90, really rapping. Well, about 96, 97.
Okay, is that when you hooked up with Boom, or you was by yourself?
I ain't know how to write my rap, so I was writing stuff down, but I ain't know what I was writing the bars. You know, I got with Boom, he organized it and made me understand how to write a 16, how to make a hook. I was just spitting flows, and he was like, yeah, that's jamming, but you ain't got no stop. You gotta stop somewhere.
right, man. I think a lot of people can learn from that lesson right there, man. When people first start rapping, they just want to rap, man. They rap for days, bro. No hook, you gotta have something, man. Calm down.
Yeah, make it make sense so it can be a hit.
Right. All right, speaking of hits, man, you know, y'all's first big breakout hit, talking to Boom, he said was a Big Frying Country Girl. Would you agree with that?
Oh yes. Well, I ain't gonna say that because our first hit was Mr. Player Hater. I was a part of that. I walked with that. Right. I lived with that. You know what I'm saying? I promoted that. I made that happen. So with Big Boom and Pimp C and Big Mo, that was our breakout hit. Well, when Country Girl came, that's when he let me get on the track. So that's when my career kicked off. But with Big Boom, you know what I'm saying, that Mr. Player Hater, man, that went around the whole South, man.
Yeah, man. All right, yeah, he was telling me about that. And that was before my time, before I got down here, man. I've been down here 17 years. I came in when y'all was riding the Big Fine Country Girl wave.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember we had Q had the thing. It wasn't Q-Nick. It was something. It was the equivalent of Q-Nick. We did at Pelican Park that year. We had that big concert and you and Boom performed there. And I remember you brought your son out there on the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was 2 years old, man.
Yeah, man. It was crazy. Like I said, he just graduated, and I was one of his teachers over there at Northside, bro. That's how
life goes. He let me get a big blessing by having a teacher to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
knowing his father and knowing what I went through.
Exactly, man. It's all good. Look how life works.
That's it. I love it.
All right, man. Yeah. So right now I'm gonna get into the little fun part of it, man. I want to ask y'all both a question. Boom, I'm gonna ask you first, man. Who are your top 5 rappers, dead or alive?
Dead or alive? And I got a reason why. Because there's so many rappers. It's really not fair to say top 5, but so many rappers bring different things to the game.
Yeah.
But Rakim would be my number 1 because he changed the cadence of rap.
Okay.
Before it was like just Run DMC with that 1-2 Run really changed it, but then he was still kind of old school. Run from Run DMC, but he didn't do enough for him to be in my top 5. But Rakim changed the cadence. I remember seeing a video on BET, man, for Labor Day, and I skipped school the next day to see that shit again on, what was that shit with that green-eyed dude, Donnie Simpson?
Video Soul.
Video Soul.
Oh, man.
Video Soul, yes sir.
Video Soul played at like 1 o'clock. Our time, it was like 3, 4 o'clock daytime. I skipped school, but the first time I ever skipped school to see I Ain't No Joke video, bro. Again,
man.
It was that heavy. But Rakim is my number 1. Number 2 would be Tupac.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why I moved Pac up from like my 5 or 4 to number 2, because I just come out of San Francisco a couple of days ago, bro, and I'm sitting there listening. That's his set, you know, that's his area where they love him.
Right.
It sounded different when they was playing it. I'm like, boy, that Dear Mama, they played that. So Many Tears.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Keep Your Head Up. I'm like, oh, how can you say Tupac is not number 1? Can you name another artist that ever made that many songs with that much of an impact? Yeah, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep Your Head Up.
To this
Really,
day.
I'm like, man, this nigga here was something else.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put Pac in my number 2. My number 3 would be Ice Cube.
Okay.
Because the impact that he had with that Straight Outta Compton album, bro, it was like,
Right.
still to this day, bro, they downplay Ice Cube so much.
Yeah, that was a shock to hear your top 5, man. Cube, I don't really hear people say that. They don't give him his flowers. You're right, though.
Ooh, bro, that dude changed the game. It wouldn't be none of that, man. That boy coming straight out of Compton.
Right.
And that jacket was beat.
You go back and listen to all this shit, man. Once upon a time in the project. That's before everybody. He created the blueprint of what an album would be. You got to have your hood song, your homie song. You got to have this. You feel me? He kind of had that format. He did that first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My number 4, I would say, I'd have to give it to that, and that kind of goes back and forth too with these two. But Nas would have to be my number 4 because he changed the game too. When he came out with it, he changed the cadence. Now I go off of flows that people still pattern
themselves out there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Nas did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody holler about Andre 3000.
Yeah.
But I know where Outkast got their style from. If you go find Souls of Mischief from 93 until, that's their flow. So that's, to me, sucker MCs, I don't validate that as much as I like Outkast, but that's somebody.
Hey, I lost your audio, man. You made a mistake. You hit the mute.
MC style.
There we go. Yeah.
Nas would be 4, and my 5th would be KRS-One.
Wow.
KRS-One.
You close with it, ain't it?
Hey, bro. That's just the rappers that influenced me. And I'm gonna tell you why I moved Scarface out of my number 5. So putting KRS-One up.
Okay.
I listened to a song called Trigger Happy Nigga, right?
Yeah.
Scarface. When that boy say, and I'm blasting, coming his cheeks and VMEs, bring their ass in. I'm here for all the tricks of the trade, stealing and killing and ganking niggas to get paid. I'm like, ooh, this nigga face, right? But then I'm watching House Party about 4 months ago. And when Kid and Play was battling in the goddamn House Party,
yeah.
Go back and look at that. That's Kid Flow. Scarface stole Kid Flow from Kid and Play, bro. But he put the gangster. Don't listen to gangster with it. He just changed the friendly lyrics.
Yeah.
And put gangster. We go back and listen to the freestyle that boy Kid. Going to the Air Force. Imagine the fast soul. How does the fast soul? That's like, come on, bro. That's fake.
Right.
So you know, I kind of had to move Face out my top 5.
So you saying Scarface stole the flow from Kid to Play?
I would just say he used his flow from Kid to Play. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
And that movie came out before the Ghetto Boys came out.
Yeah, that was a big influence on our culture.
Go check it out. One thing I am, bro, I'm a student of the game and I'm a historian of the game. I was there. A lot of people say that shit, they can talk that shit, but I was there, dog.
Yeah, I feel you.
I watched. So that's my top 5.
All right, got your top 5. All right, Tudo, what's your top 5, brother?
Man, you know, I came in after Boom, so I don't know where it originated from. I'm learning through, you know what I'm saying, through what Boom telling me. But like the people that influenced me to rap, and I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, not be like, but just like, you know what I'm saying, have that rap career.
Right.
I'ma say Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Tupac.
Okay.
Number one for me.
All right.
Big at number 2.
Facts.
Big at number 2.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying? So I got them 2, but other than just the lyrical stuff, I'm a fan of 2 Live Crew. Blue Skywalker in Miami. You know what I'm saying? I just love the party. So that made me just like, oh yeah, let me go ahead on it. Let me try to make every party song I can get on, every party thing I can get on, because they kept the club, they kept everything off the chain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, they had the clubs, bro.
You can't down for the 2 Live Crew, man.
like Boo said, I was sneaking and watching the box. I don't know if everybody remembers the box.
Yep.
I was sneaking and watching that. I think I charged up my mama phone a couple times trying to see that pop that pussy video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, that's just and the way Brother Marquise and Fresh Kid Ice, the boys just complimented, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
With Luke, it just formed. It just made me realize that a group could be formed and they can have a boss. They can have a boss interacting with that. Right? The group is pushing the boss ahead so they can get ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One of the first groups, so they before the Ghetto Boys, NWA, and all that. Them dudes came out in '86. People be downplaying the 2 Live Crew, but them dudes came out before Too Short, before the Ghetto Boys, before NWA, and all that. You see?
Excuse me, but my bad. That's it, bro. They came out before all of them, and it made me want to just be a part of that life. You know what I'm saying? That strip club life, that damn street. To have the whole
man, the boys is influential. I will say that, man. I ain't never heard them in nobody's top 5, but that's it. You putting them on the map right now.
Yeah, because it just coming from Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? We have to hear that all the time.
Right.
This part of Louisiana control.
Yeah, coming from Louisiana. Nah. The next group, you might think I'm crazy for putting them in there, but I love them to death. That Bone Thugs and Harmony, man.
Oh yeah, man. I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Because they just took that. I always wanted to rap fast. Because Boone used to tell me, man, slow down, man. Slow down, man. Let people hear you, understand you.
Hey, when I met you, Cole had some long braids like Mr. Good Busy Bone too. That was his
yeah. So them four right there, and the last piece, I'm gonna give it to JC. I was on that Streets Watch. I was on that, you know what I'm saying? I was on that with that marriage, all that stuff that he dropped. My homeboy Wolf was putting me on there back in the day. So that was it.
I can't lie, man. I ain't get on Jay-Z until the Blueprint album, bro. That's when I became a fan.
You missed the real Blueprint.
Man, look, bro.
He was explaining it to you, but you missed the real Blueprint with all the other stuff.
Man, I was a Pop fan, and Pop said we couldn't play with that dude, bro. I wasn't playing with Jay-Z. I already felt bad because I was cheating with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? I was messing with Biggie. That was my dog.
Hey, look at my shirt.
Yeah. I see your shirt. Yeah, and you ain't even have me in your top 5.
But listen, I'm going to tell you why now. Todd Miles, my partner named Todd, Notorious Todd, posted some shit that they just found. This is going to hurt your feelings, bro.
I just saw that.
They actually found the dude who Biggie stole the name from. The dude name was the Notorious Big One. And he used Juice in the sample.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the flow, like it was all a dream. That's a big fat nigga from Tennessee.
Yeah, I seen that, man. I saw that, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, man.
And the boy came, so that's a sucker MC, bro. I'm under the whole law.
Hey, I guess money made us believe.
Hey,
him having a lot of money, him flashing that money made us believe.
Hey, man, I Hey, I got Biggie on my number one. He number one. He tell the best stories, and that's what kind of rap I like. I like the storytellers, man.
Can we say it's his story if we find out he's stealing it?
Yeah,
I mean, he may have copped it, like you said. He might have borrowed the flow.
Boy, that nigga borrowed a name. Name and the hook and the beat. He borrowed a lot. But
Well,
yeah, you know, people like what they like, you know? Like what you like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna let him take it away from Biggie like that, man.
Biggie,
what's up, man?
Biggie was a hell of a rapper. But
Yeah, bro.
He ain't had nothing on like Boom said. He ain't had nothing on Carrot's one and the other one the Paid in Full. My boss was Paid in Full. Rock him. Yeah, that's the real storyteller.
Those two people, man, I never was fans of, bro. I never was fans of KRS-One or Rakim, man. Like Rakim maybe a little bit, but not KRS-One, man. Not since the Self-Destruction, the big Boogie Down production Self-Destruction, but that was the only thing I could tell you.
He had to do the commercial stuff, but I'm talking about the real stuff.
Yeah, I said maybe I missed that, man, because I used to watch Rap City when it wasn't nothing but East Coast rap on there, bro. It used to piss me off. I turn it off, bro. I get home from school, I put it on BET, and I'm looking at it. It ain't nothing but stuff I can't relate to. You know what I'm saying?
I told Boom, we need to be the new head up and the other one off of Rap City. How it used to be. You and
me raps, yeah.
Yeah,
love it, Dr.
Boom
Dre.
return to that. Yeah, we need to cut over that.
I'm gonna add to that though. See, I ain't gonna lie. I was biased for a long time. Like I was on that South shit. Like, why didn't I recognize in the South and all that? But if you go back and look at it, man, think about East Coast rap. Before a Southern person made a song, how much rap came out of the East Coast?
Yeah.
Before it was a ghetto boy. Before it was even LA had their thing with Ice-T that came out in like 86. Two Live Crew came out in 86. But man, New York rap is traced back on wax to 78.
True.
Like the contributions that these people, the shit that these people created, it's like you gotta pay homage. Like I don't give a damn who the greatest rapper in the world is right now, because it's undoubtedly the most